What's up with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, as always. Otakus and Nikki Komodos out there. It's Nintendo Sony Free 2011, aka Manny Wolverine. Of course, you guys in rest intros, not towards this channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, all that good stuff. For the sake of purposes, so very huge spoiler warnings. Well, not really huge, but I'll leave the link down below because I'm not gonna show the picture in the background what was there because I don't want my channel getting shut down either by Paramount Studios or a real big giant $1 billion movie company like that. That or whoever else like DreamWorks, whoever's working on this remake, not remake, but reimaginative version of what Sonic the Hedgehog movie's gonna be like. I know this is old as hell already, this shit, but the other part where it says Tales channel celebrating 11 years, I'll leave the link down to that Twitter thing in the description box below. I already talked about this almost 2 weeks ago, I think a week and a half, I don't know. Well, anyways, this comes from Robert Yanzit Jr. This comes from CheatSheet.com Entertainment. So I'll leave the link to the full article below if you want to see that picture. So, because I think it was in actual official studios. This is 100% I think what it might look like. So February is not that far away, and I even know it is next year. So it's like 3.5 months from now. So anyways, let's begin. It says, on social media, everyone has an opinion, but rarely has the fans' response to has been as impactful as with the upcoming Sonic the Hedgehog film. Based on the long-running video game series, the film brings the speedy critter into the real world, where he faces the sinister Dr. Robotnik, aka played the legendary, the one I grew up when I was a 90s kid, 2000s kid after that, and teenager, Jim Carrey. Of course, this film is based on video games. Films based on video games don't have a very bright history. With the release of its first trailer, Sonic the Hedgehog seems similarly doomed. But now we have we may now have our, it's a very big tongue twister, I don't know why, have our very first look at the production how has addressing fans' biggest concerns. What is wrong with Sonic the Hedgehog? Right from the teaser trailer poster, fans took issue with Sonic's redesign. His legs were too long, and the fur was only made to imagine as more dissimilar from Sonic the Hedgehog's signature look. Then Paramount released a trailer and everything got even worse. Sonic's original design had a more human appearance, including a more realistic build and even teeth. The effect was a blue CGI oddity that was barely bore any resemblance of Sega's mascot. Clearly, this was not what the fans had in mind when the film was announced. So, in response to the fan outcry, Paramount Pictures pushed back Sonic the Hedgehog until the lead character could be redesigned. Thanks to the Sonic fans account, Tales channel on Twitter, that redesign has been revealed on a promotional standee, which I'm not gonna scroll all the way down. I'll scroll maybe a little bit, but that's the tweet right there. I'm not gonna show it because I really don't want to get my channel fucking shut down. I have seen it. The only thing I will fucking say is in a studio, and it's got like this big giant billboard. Or if any people ever see those dudes that do those jobs, they're like on a corner and then spinning their little like advertisement sales for some big large like fast food company or something like that. That's what the sign looks like, except the only difference is it has Sonic on there. And his face looks a lot better. It doesn't look like some creepy pasta shit that just split into reality. That's all I gotta say about that. It looks damn fucking good. That's all I'm gonna say. And let's get to the second little bit of news. I heard about this the other day. The other one I heard about 2 days ago, but still wanted to talk about it. So it says another one from Games Industry. I just read about this last week, Friday, Saturday. Not this, but it's from the same website. But it says SVP Mike Blank talks about the need to reduce fragmentation as EA pledges to bring Jedi Fallen Order EA access to Valve's storefront. Oh, I'm glad they make an epic exclusive game because that shit is very cancerous and toxic as fucking shit. And that's not fucking cool. So it says EA returns to Steam. I know like a couple other YouTubers I really love shitting on EA. You know what? They got every fucking right to do with those nasty predatory monetization fucking scheme shit, man. You know what I'm talking about. But anyways, so it says EA, aka Electronic Arts, coming back to Steam. The publisher announced today. Technically. Oh, and then I heard something about Kotaku might be shutting down because they said some really, really bad fucked up shit after they exposed a lot of YouTubers' leaks and informations of their ratings and all that, which one of the most nastiest, dirty thing I ever saw a fucking website do. Really disgusting. But That's a whole other different video. The publisher announced today. Technically, it never really left, but after it launched the original Origin PC, rival Origin PC, digital distribution storefront in 2011, EA throttled back its release slate a little bit more than the Sims 3 expansion pack and even stopped those in 2013. I was never a big fan of The Sims at all, so it doesn't matter to me. I know there's a few people out there who love the hell out of that game. Me, those like real life simulator things, they bore the shit out of me. It's not my style of game, I'm sorry. The publisher is returning with a splash as of today. It opened up Steam pre-orders for next month's release of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and unveiled plans to bring its EA Access subscription service back to Steam beginning next spring. Like its counterparts for the PS4, Xbox One, and on Origin, EA Access on Steam will give its subscribers access to a slate of the publisher's titles. But there's a snag. As a game needs to be on Steam in the first place for the EA to access on Steam to let subscribers play it, and EA output for the most of its last decade. It's not yet known on the storefronts. The publisher is working on to rectify that, and has confirmed that The Sims 4 and Unravel 2, I've never heard of Unravel, somebody's got to tell me about that, or I'm just going to have to Google it myself, or go DuckDuckGo. Publisher is working on, I already read that, in the coming months with the titles like Apex Legends, FIFA 20, and Battlefield 5 to set debut to next year. As for how, I'm not going to read this whole thing, I'm probably just going to stop here and that's it. For how the extensive group of EA back catalogs the arrivals on Steam will be on EA, Senior VP Mike Blank tells Game Industry Biz that details haven't been finalized just yet. This comes from Mike, whatever his name was, Mike Blank. We're working on a technical integration with Valve so far, so I'll have more information at a later date. Blank says when we asked about achieving title partying, and that's how I say heredity, with other access programs, says I can't tell you today exactly which games will be and when will they be. I would anticipate you'll see a great catalog of content coming to Steam, and I'll leave it at that. Unquote. There's also questions around EA's access perks. When we access Steam subscribers, we'll get the same early trial periods for the big new releases and 10% off each of EA content across the platform. Blank says they will likely. We anticipate that these core benefits of the subscription services, as if it existed on Origin for the Xbox or PlayStation, will be the same as those that we will get on Steam, he says. And I will say that the core benefits I'm talking about, things like early access and 10% discount off of the catalog. Yeah, 10% of the catalog games that you might see on EA Access today and PS4, unquote. He's more certain that the third-party games include Origin Access, titles like Batman Arkham Asylum and Darksiders 3. Very big legendary titles there, but I was a huge fanboy of the Arkham series. Holy shit, I almost played all three of them. Fourth one I don't think I got into because I had some other extra shit I had to do at the time. Won't be included. And while subscriptions to either EA or Access Origin Access won't confer users the ability to use the other, EA is working on some integrations between the two. I don't know if there's, oh god, there's a lot more than I wanted to write. That's a big long ass interview. I'm not reading that whole thing. Yeah, so I guess long story short, overall thoughts, views, and opinions on this. I'm really hoping to God they don't screw up and fuck over all the freaking people that are buying a paid subscription service to EA, and like they're already a bad, nasty little slime ball ass fucking company when it comes to like the little behind closed doors. They like have a whole bunch of buggy, shitty ass, glitchy fucking goddamn issues with their fucking games, which I rarely ever play any EA games. It's like once every maybe 3 or 4 years I might, but I don't pay for any of the monetization, microtransactions, subscription service shit. Fuck that. You ain't getting my $20-$30. I bust my ass for them. No, not every hour, because I already made $20 an hour plus at my hotel casino place I work at. But man, that is such a bitch to screw over all the fans that are really big into The Sims and the Jedi Fallen Order and Darksiders 3. I mean, Batman Arkham Asylum. They're not gonna fucking be on that freaking paid subscription. So come on, man. Really, you're gonna do that? Actually, for like a lot of Marvel, DC comic book fans. And like the movie fans, as I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the DC Cinematic Universe as well. That is my fucking jam. I treat that shit like cocaine, man. fucking beautiful. Actually, a lot of the female superheroes and supervillains, they're fucking sexy as hell. Anyways, that's all I got to say for now. I'm out of here. Links to both the articles and search box down below, and I'm done. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and as always, otakus, Nikki, Komodos out there. I will see when I see you guys. Good day, have a good night, wherever you're at in the universe out there. Stay tuned for more future video gaming industry news, anime, manga news, internet news, stories, and that's it. I'm out of here. Peace out, and my sauerkraut. Late and goodbye. I'll see all you people on the flip side. Take it easy. I'm gone. I'm out. See you guys in the next future video. Later.